come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Washington football team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Newton. Steps away to his left. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season, but they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew, so plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a handoff for Dobbins, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 50, Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket.
Touchdown, Washington! Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. There he goes left side. And running with power here. Touchdown. Davante Adams, he's a great volume receiver. Here, he's able to do some pretty nifty work after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Newton now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Oh, good move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 44 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it's Newton. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton over the middle, complete to Samuel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's McKissick. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
McKissick again on second down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Here's Newton. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Hey, kick 26.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking deep for Adams. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect, but boy, that was force against force.
2nd and 12. To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Humphries. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
And any offensive lineman getting ready to try and block. So Darius Smith knows he's in for a long ball game. 26 sacks in his first 2 years in Green Bay, including 12 and a half in 2020.
To try again after the sack. Newton slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. They're not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now a play fake. Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Another catch for Valdes-Scantling. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off. Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2. Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Here's Humphries. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. On the return, it's Taylor. And he'll take it a yard or so past the... Call it the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here. Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Love again. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Love going to keep it on the option.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Packers.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that will extend this big lead.
Washington 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They can fight it. He lost the football. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. On 1st and 10, Newton. Able to push his way through. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Play action. Newton. And that is incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On fourth down, Newton. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Well, they run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go bootleg. Love. They'll roll him out right. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. They're making the stop. Jonathan Bostic, leading tackler for Washington last year.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Caught by Kyle. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Love. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Bryce Love, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Humphries. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guy.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Humphries. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to be Packer football.
When you have kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. And it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Bryce Love with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Humphries.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Dean Lowry picks up his 2nd sack in the afternoon. And you can say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the words.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a